Hey, welcome back to another video. My name is Joseph and this is Panem Project. And in this video, we'll be opening up a box that I have here on the table. It came in yesterday. I ordered it online and I was going to open it, but then I figured I might as well try to do a video since Panem is all about missions and media. And the contents of this box has to do with media. From the title or the thumbnail, you probably already know what it is, but let's get into it. Here we have the DJI RSC 2. Quick start guide. This is the contents of the package. I got the gimbal online because I was going to do a music video for my brother this weekend. It said it was a one-day shipping, but that didn't happen. It ended up being delayed in shipping, and so I got it yesterday. And now that I have it, hopefully I can go ahead and shoot this music video for him and also use it for upcoming client work that I was trying to get into. The music video that we're doing is more of a slow song, lo-fi, so I wanted the gimbal to kind of have smoother and slower moves, not as shaky, because my hands do tend to shake, so hopefully this will help with that and have a higher quality video. For the music video, I plan to do longer walking shots, and my camera doesn't have IBIS. I think it might have some stabilization in the lens, but I still use the kit lens. The Nifty 50 that I have doesn't have stabilization. So when I take video and I'm walking, it tends to be a little shaky. So I want to be able to take those longer walking shots and have smoother, cleaner images, cleaner footage. And I think that this will be a great help. I've never used a gimbal, so this will be my first time trying one. I did have a glide cam, but it was a bit difficult to use, and I ended up selling it. So I hope that this works much better for me than the glide cam did. I chose this gimbal because I watched a lot of reviews, a lot of people talking about it when it came out 9 months ago. I had it on my list. I added it to my list of possible gear that I may be interested in getting, and so now the time is finally here. For me, I only have a small camera that I'm shooting on now, and that's the Canon M50. So I didn't think I needed the RS2. And then I also saw some pros of this gimbal that maybe even was better than the RS2, at least for my purposes and what I need it for. Yeah, so I thought it'd be a good one to start with, and from the videos that I've seen, the stabilization on both gimbals are comparable. They're pretty much the same. So now it's just a matter of practicing and playing with it. And it looks like that's all of what the box brings. It looks pretty simple, pretty straightforward in terms of parts. The RS2 can handle more weight. It's harder to place bigger cameras because it doesn't slide back and forth as easily. So cameras end up interfering right here. Another reason is that it goes into this mode, which I think may be useful if I try to do a low shot without having to buy an extra arm or another grip in order to make it more comfortable to hold. So I think that this feature where the gimbal opens up like this and kind of bends like this to fold in this position, but also when you're operating, you can use it with this open in order to get that low shot and have more stability, more comfort in the hold. And I do plan to get some low shots, so I think that was one of the main things that helped me to make this decision outside of the price. And the final reason could be the touchscreen. This one doesn't have a touchscreen, and I don't mind a touchscreen, but I've heard that some people prefer it without. It's easier to use in certain scenarios, and you don't accidentally bump the screen and change the setting when you're using it. I think that may be a pro and a con depending on how you look at it. Hopefully it works out for me, and I can learn how to go through the menu quickly using the wheel that's on the side. Another cool thing that I heard about this gimbal is that each of the motors has its own lock. I guess in the past motors didn't have a lock, and when you were trying to adjust things, everything would be swinging around and moving, and also for transporting it wasn't as good to just maybe stick in a bag. You had the motors loose and able to swing freely, and these These are supposed to have locks on each motor, so you can adjust one setting at a time or one motor at a time when you're balancing it, and then it makes life easier when you're moving or transporting it. Another cool feature of the gimbal, it has the ability to track and connect with the app through the Raven Eye. I didn't buy the Pro package because I wanted to keep costs down, and I don't have the money for it, but it is on my list for maybe something to consider in the future. I'm gonna use it without having the Raven Eye, but we'll see if I even need it. I don't know if I'll need that or if I'll be good with the gimbal as is. So yeah, other than the music video that I'm trying to use this for, hopefully I can also use it for some client work here in Orlando. And when I go on my next mission trip, I can also take it with me and maybe get some stable footage or try to do a mini documentary of the trip, more of the missionaries there, maybe an interview, and use it to get some stable behind the scenes footage of the trip. Alright, so that's my unboxing of the RSC 2. I think it was pretty cool to open the box and see everything. Let me know in the comments if is anything else you want to see regarding the RSC 2, if you want me to show some test footage after I get to use it, or maybe go through the menus or some of the things that it can do once I figure those out. Let me know and I'll be happy to make a video on that. I know there's a lot of people on YouTube that have made a lot of videos on the RSC 2 and the RS2 and have gone through the features. The gimbal is not necessarily new anymore. I think it's been around for almost a year, or coming up on a year in a few months, so there's a lot of stuff already on YouTube. But if you want me to do something specific or go through it myself on video, I'll be happy to do that. Alright, so if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and hit the bell so you can be notified when we post a new video. Love you all. Peace.